I just want to share with you my evolving vision for the next year. Of course, we all are dealing with the virus, so we have to go with that, however that's going to turn out. So, but my biggest priority for the year is to look at, I want to be able to visit all the clubs, and I would like to be at as many service projects or fundraisers with clubs as possible, because I personally feel that that's an easier way to get to know people than when you just all sit in a meeting and you vote when you're supposed to and you nod your head and you eat your dinner or whatever. So when you can be working side by side with people, you're able to exchange more ideas. That's my personal opinion and style. So that's so what I'm going to be doing is sending a letter out to club presidents and secretaries asking that they please give me the dates for those things so I can try to work my schedule around that. I'm retired now, so I don't have to work around the work day, so that helps. So because I and as you were talking about some of the younger people, what we're finding all through Lions, national, international, is that younger people they have a whole different perspective. Their idea of helping and doing things is not sitting in a meeting and talking about stuff. They want to be out doing. So we have to adapt somewhat, and maybe we don't expect someone to show up at every single meeting. But if they show up at that service project, that's pretty darn important. So we need to be flexible. I know I was, before I came here, I was in the Riverton Lions Club. And there were one or two people that you rarely saw at a meeting, but if you had a project, they were there. And they were Johnny on the spot and ready to work. So I think that's what I'm seeing, and that's what I'm hearing also from different clubs and from other district governors around the country, that's where it's going. And the other thing that's happening with membership is that people are aging out. I mean, that's just a fact of life. So the good part is when you retire, then you have more time, you can be doing stuff. Bad part is, hopefully your health's still good enough to do that, and your enthusiasm is with that. So that's, like I said, I want to visit all clubs and try to be, the focus for me personally is more about service projects and activities like that than the actual sit-down meeting. Although, of course, I'll do both when possible. And the other is to build up growth. And I think we're going to have to get a little more creative, about how we recruit people and how we keep those members. Sometimes it's real easy to get someone to sign on, but then if you don't do anything that speaks to them, then they just stop coming. So that's something we have to look at. The other thing is, for me, is looking at promoting leadership. And once again, it has to do, I believe, with the the older generation. Sometimes we tend to say, "Oh, we've always done it this way. This is how we do it." Well, just because you've always done it doesn't mean you have to always do it that way. So coming up with some creative ideas, And as I was coming into office, you know, there are a lot of positions I have to fill, and trying to find people to fill some of those positions, it can be difficult because first of all, you have to find out who the people are, and then you have to talk them into it or give them the benefits of doing that position. And it's like grooming people. You want to get them in first of all, talk about it. You know, this is the position. You know, if you're going to be, say, a zone chair, you have to have been a club president before, so that you can do that. You have to, if you're going to run for district governor, there are certain requirements you have to have. So, and I commend Bonnie. She's the most studious person I've ever run across. She's taken all sorts of classes with the Lions University. So that's pretty amazing to me. So those are my general ideas and thoughts. Do you have any questions or any suggestions for me?
And I think, in fact, Bonnie has a master's degree from Lions University. Is that correct, Bonnie?
That is correct. I got the bachelor's, and then the following year I got the master's.
Yep.
I haven't done this one more, but that you'd have to be in a job that requires it, you know, like a district job. Although
Yeah.
I don't think my current position, but yeah, it was good. But they're all online classes, so it was. Even though it seems like it was a lot of work, it was not. You just watch their video, you read the information about it, and you take a little quiz. So it was actually pretty simple stuff.
But it's the commitment to do it.
Yes, because there was like 10 lessons or 10 things you had to read about. So, but I think they're well worth doing. But anybody wants to be.
Also might want to mention the Leadership Institute is without cost this year for Wyoming Lions.
And is that going to be a go day, or that another thing is going to get canceled?
It hasn't been decided yet. It's second weekend in September.
Well, it's on the.
Yeah, I will share with you that when I joined the Lions Club in Grable, where I lived at the time, just because I thought, well, I can meet some people this way, you know, and do some good. And I'd only been in there like a month or so when we got this notice about something called the Leadership Institute. So several of us, actually there were 4 of us, I believe, went to it. And it was up at the camp. And that's when I became a Lion. When I was up at the camp, it was just, the camp is a passion for me. But just being up there with all those people who are like the rest of the Lions, you know, that we want to be able to give back. We want to be able to help people. And at the same time, while we're having a good time. So that was very powerful for me. So I would suggest the Leadership Institute for anyone. Definitely.
Yeah,
so.
I'm trying to get my people to go, but Larissa, who's our new tail twister, and Craig, they said they might go, but we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, and this year is kind of a lot different.
Yeah.
But I tell you what, you know, the sleeping facilities are fine. The atmosphere is beautiful.
Yeah.
And the cook they have is superb. So you can't go wrong there. So
I had a conversation with Robin earlier today, Robin Walters, who's now the chairman of the camp board, and she started telling me about some of the improvements and sort of thing that's going on at the camp, and so it's looking even better than it has.
oh yes, but the first time I went up there, it was pretty rustic and pretty run down. So it's nice to be able to see the difference that all of the Lions in the state have helped make with that.
They're still, excuse me, Analyn, they're still doing improvements there, aren't they? We were supposed to go up and help them at some point, or each club had adopted a building or something? to help with?
I think each region or zone had adopted a building, and ours was the Shumway Hall for our zone.
Mhm.
And I don't know that a work time has been planned, but if you've got a time when you can go up, you can contact Gary Hayes and just see if he's got something you can do. And there's three of you go up together, you might be able to accomplish even more.
Yeah.
Sure.
And
Yeah.
Dick DeBay, even though he's not going to be a lion anymore, he still wants to help out at the camp, so he may be up there too.
Yeah, that's, oh yeah, he and Carol, I spent many days working with them.
You all probably know that it was decided to rename one of the dormitories after Dick
Yeah.
because of all the time and money and effort he's put in.
We recently, up there also, we now have all keyless locks. So it's like when you go to the Holiday Inn and they give you a little credit card looking thing, and that's what opens your door. And then when they leave, we reprogram it. So we don't have to worry about lost keys or that kind of thing. So yeah, anytime you want to go up there, there's always something you can do. It could be something fun or it could be something disgusting, but you make it better. So,
Just put on your hip boots and your gloves. Huh?
yeah, that's right. Any other questions?
Analyn, where do you live right now?
I moved to Laramie December 22nd. I live at a place called Iverson Home.
Oh,
by
I
the
visit there frequently.
Yes. Well, here I am. Yep. And it's a wonderful place.
Did you join the Laramie Lions or the Plains, Laramie Plains, or which Lions Club did you join?
Yeah, I haven't decided yet.
Oh.
And technically, I chose to stay as an at-large member in Riverton
Okay.
because they're having the convention
Ah,
this coming year. So they asked me if I would do that, and I said yes.
cool.
So that's kind of fun. And then I'll have to make the hard decision.
Yeah.
Well, Cheyenne is only an hour away and we meet at noon, so on the Noon Lion.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
Yeah, I did go to the, I've been to the sunrise.
Yeah.
That's,
You got to
I'm
get
not
up,
a- I'm not a
get up
real
before
early
breakfast to come to our club, huh?
Yeah. That's it.
Noon is better. Noon is a more civilized time.
yes, it's more civilized. So,
That brings to mind what you said about people who don't attend meetings but attend service projects. The lady sitting in the other room over here and Glenda Reynolds are good examples of that. They both are very actively involved in service projects, and Glenda's the publications chair for the state. And when we were actively doing vision screenings, my wife very rarely missed a vision screening. Good example of people who would rather do service projects, and they don't have to be really, really young either, although my wife is still quite young. You can tell that she can hear me, right?
Oh, yeah.
so even if you're 70 plus, you're not that old. Trust me.
That's right. I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Shall I end the recording now?
Any other questions?
Yeah, I don't have anything.
Okay.
Thanks.
Thank
Thanks,
you
Anna.
very much for inviting me.
Yeah.
And
I'm
Thank
sorry
you very
we
much.
can't be here.
Very interesting. And like Bonnie said, we'll get you on our website so that people can watch you. Even though they missed you, they'll be able to see what you had to say. So,
and please email me the dates for the service projects and stuff.
yeah, I'm in